This is Felsbrunn 22 by the Lort. It's 330.30 megabytes to download, and the description says this map was converted and modernized from FS19 to FS22. Characteristics: shop, cattle dealer, sawmill, BGA, train system, courtyard with buildings and vehicles, 19 productions, 6 selling stations, 58 buyable farmlands, 38 fields, 100 hidden collectibles, Hof Productions Pack installed by OmaTana, lots of new paintable decorations, all standard functions, and then it's got a link there to any bugs or errors that you may find, which is pretty smart. So let's go and check it out, guys. And here we are. This is where you start off in all three modes. Now, I'm quite excited about this, if I'm honest, because Felsbrunn was the map that I first learnt to play Farming Simulator on. Obviously that was in FS19, so I do have quite a soft spot for Felsbrunn. We go quite a long way back. This obviously has been adjusted and, like it says in the description, modified and modernized. So already you can see the yard is a lot different. If you remember Felsbrunn from 19, you'll see that straight away. This is the map though, pretty much exactly the same as far as I can remember. I can't remember if those three small fields were over that far side, but I think the layout's pretty much the same. Obviously things have been added in with the productions and things like that, but that is the map, guys. Pretty smart. We're in new farm mode, and you start off with fields 19 and 20, or those strips rather, which has also got our yard in with the farmhouse, etc., silo. So I think that's the same as starting off in new farmer mode as well on 19. But yeah, there it is. So those two plots, sorry, I should have told you that. 145,540 for 19. And that plot there, 151,640. The field prices aren't too bad. I can't really remember what they were on 19. But I think 6 is the most expensive. But that's got quite a big area and there's a few trees on that. That is 711,400. And the cheapest was 36 up here, which is just over 40 grand. Like I say, I'm not too sure if those were there, but I might be wrong. As for the other fields, 253,000. You can buy all these big areas like that. 511,000, 459, 393, etc. There is a few places where you can't buy, like here and here, like so. If you buy any land that goes around those, it will just sort of like leave them there, if that makes sense. So like that area, you can't buy that. There's a production on there. So the field prices aren't too bad at all. There is only one animal pen on here, and that is the horse barn. Now we don't own that plot of land, but that is showing up in our animal menu, which I'll show you in a second. So we can use it, which is pretty smart. So if you want to add any more animals to the map, you'll have to place them down yourselves. There is 100 collectibles, as you can see bottom right, like it says. We don't start off with any production chains. There is contracts available, although there is none showing there, which is typical. And like I say, in the animal menu, there is the horse barn large, like so. If we move up here, now because we do have the OmaTana production pack installed on this map, that isn't a mod that you're going to have to download to play this map. It has already been installed on here. If we scroll down the sell point list, that would normally stop at stones. If we get there, so that would normally stop there, the standard list. We've now got all of these things which those productions will produce. There's 2 of them already installed on the map. There's some more that you can place down, which I'll go through in a second. So we can add in French fries, premium potatoes, noodles, tomato sauce, mixed salad, oat drink, oatmeal, popcorn, soy drink and strawberry ice cream, and there are sell points to sell all of those things. So that's nice that that is available to us. There's no custom crops. The crop calendar is just the base sort of game one, but that is it. As you can see, there's quite a lot going on sort of in the bottom half. So yeah, we will be going round. I think we'll be going round up there like that, and then all the way up round like that. I decided to finish up there because it's sort of a dead end up there. That is the way I have chosen anyway. As for modded in things, there is a couple of things we'll get out over here, I think. In sheds, we do have at the end this guy, which is only 40 grand. That's a pretty nice shed, to be honest with you, to place down. So we have that modded in on the shed side. What else do we have under tools? We've got the same shed, but this is a workshop one. That's 40,500. Again, nice bit of kit that. Then we have farmhouses. We've got these 4 farmhouses. It is exactly the same house, but it's in different sort of designs. So we've got a brick one there. I think that's darker brick. And then this sort of plaster one and this white one. So that is that bit. In productions and factories, we do have, and this is where the OmaTana production pack comes into place. So from here it is all OmaTana's productions, but there is, if you're not familiar with these, I will explain roughly, but a lot of you guys probably will know how these work and sort of what they do. So first of all, there is 5 big buildings, we'll call them. So they are 50 grand to place down. Again, they do exactly the same thing, these 5, but they're different designs, as you can see. Now these will produce all of those custom added in products that I've just showed you. So if you go for the big guy, you will be able to produce all of them. Obviously we have to put in the right ingredients, and then after those 5 we come down to the smaller singular sort of ones, and there is 3 different designs of each building. So we've got the potato one there, so that's got those 3 different designs. So as you can see on the right, I won't go through all of them, but this is the one you're going to place down to produce sort of the premium potatoes, french fries, etc. These are a lot cheaper, 10 grand, but obviously they are more limited. Then we've got a bakery one, a dairy one, a fruits one, and an oil one, and a cereals one, and that is it. So they are been added in. And then we have the sell points that come as part of that pack as well. So we've got a shop which you can place down. Oh, I was going to spin that. There we go. And there's another, just a different design of the same building. Got a market stall, just a grate, and this sort of one like that. And that is it for modded in things. In the painting area, there is quite a few extra textures, which is nice. So we've got dirt, asphalt, few concretes, forest ground, grass, couple of grasses, gravel, 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 another concrete which is like a tiled effect, rock, dirt, and that is it. So quite a lot to choose from, which is nice. And that is all that bit over. We might as well go through the slot counts and then we'll crack on with it, guys. So the slot count on new farmer mode is 1,177, as you can see up the top there. And we start off with 2 Fendt 511C Favorites, which is nice. Medium tractors, we've got Massey Ferguson 3670. We've got the Deutschfahr Topliner Harvester, a Lizard 2017 pickup, a Valga trailer, header for your harvester. We've got the Rabe cultivator, Nordsten seeder, trailer for your header, and we've got a couple of 750 kilogram 10 winkle weights. That is all you start off with. Now if you don't want any of that equipment, you can sell all that off and you can get the slot count down to 1090, which is good. If you want to get it down even further, you can sell off all these buildings, sheds. There's a silo over there, like so. So you can completely clear this area, and that slot count will reduce down to 1040. So not a huge drop down, but it will reduce it. If you come on here and farm manager and start from scratch, you don't start off with any land. None of these buildings are here. This is all open, and the slot count is 1040, which you'd expect. So that is all that bit out of the way, guys. Let's get on with it. There is a little bit of a collectible party going on here. To be fair, there's a few places down at the shop. There's quite a few right next to each other. So as you can see, some of our equipment. This is one of the farmhouses. We have a sleep trigger at the front. Around the side is our wardrobe. You can't go in that farmhouse. It is what it is. We've got these sheds over here, which are nice. If you are familiar with Felsbrunn on 19, obviously this is a little bit more open than that version. I didn't really like the shed that was in the middle here, so I'm glad that's not made an appearance. But I was getting serious flashbacks driving around here. It's brought back happy memories of learning how to play the game. This is the workshop trigger of the modded in shed. There is no lights in here. Normally you come into these sort of sheds, the modern ones, you click the left thumbstick for me and it will turn the lights on, but there's no light switch, there's no lights visibly up on the roof, so I'm not sure about that. But there you go, we've got our workshop. We're going to be jumping in the pickup in a second to whiz round. Then we've got this shed, which has got the 3 doors. This does have lights in, and we can click that stick. We've got some of our machinery in. And then we've got our silo. This is the base game farmer 800. So this is 800,000 litre capacity. And then we've got a harvester there ready to go on that field, and then one of our tractors there ready to go to cultivate this field. Now we have quite a big area there as well. I remember this. Straight away I extended that field out here, so you've got the option to do that. I must not get carried away on this map tour talking about what I did on Felsbrunn in 19. Right, let's get going, guys. It will be a little bit of an awkward start just at the minute, because the shop is kind of in the spot where I didn't really work out a decent route to it. So we're going to go to the shop first. Just even driving down here brings back so many memories. I will tell you a funny story though. I was working on that field back there, which I did buy, cultivating. I nodded off and got woken up to a splash, and I was in the bottom of this pond there. I had to reset tractor and cultivator. Luckily the shop's only here. But ridiculous. Right, this is a shop. Again, very familiar, slightly different. We do have a workshop trigger just there. This is also your reset point, so if you buy, lease anything, see what I mean? Look, there's about 6 there. And then over there is your shop icon trigger, if you want to call it that. So that's the shop area. I know there's going to be some people that will be like, well, Felsbrunn has been done. You know, when we get some maps converted over from older versions of the game, some people aren't too bothered about it. But like I say, it's got a soft spot for Felsbrunn. It's yeah, had some fun times on this map. Right, let's head on up this way. As always on my map tours, apologies for the dodgy driving, but we're going to try and get round as quick as we can, but obviously not missing anything. There is a fair bit to take in, to be honest with you, especially when we get down the bottom part of the map. Oh, I know what I didn't mention actually. It does say it in the description, but the train goes all the way around the map like this. So there is no sell point with the train, but there is a couple of railroad silos which you can access via road and the train, and the first one of those is here. This is called Silo Vermeer Sud. Probably said that wrong, but the train access is there, tip in, and then you can load up from there. And then we've also got the road bit just here. There's two tip-in points there. I'm not sure if one makes a difference to the other, but there's a pipe there, so that's where you're going to get those guys out from, which is very nice. I'll quickly just run across the road because this is the first of the OmaTana production buildings, and this is the farm production alpine style. So like I say, this is one of the big guys, so this will produce all of those things. You can use it as a sell point like most things. If we scroll back up, there you go, on the right hand side, farm production alpine. That's the other one, the plaster one, which we'll see later. So you can use it as a sell point, but if you want to buy it as a production point, it will still cost you 50 grand, so it's the same price as placing one down. But I think that's a nice addition having them on here because they are very cool mods. Totally recommend them if you haven't used them before. And if you want to get a feel for them, obviously get this map. Talking of maps, let's put the mini map on. Get this map and have a little go with them, see how you feel about them. Right, down this hill again, flashbacks. Another thing I didn't mention, but we will be doing that anyway. There's a fuel station just there, and we're going to go across the roundabout. And then just here, right opposite each other, we've got the oil mill, and then we've got the sugar mill, like so. And then over the far side, we've got our first sell point. This is port number 2, so it's like a main sell point. And then what I didn't point out is there's one point on the map or plot that is hidden, and that is this BGA. So the BGA is in the same, I didn't knock that sign down, look, it's already down, I haven't been up here. The BGA is in the same spot, obviously different looking, but we've got 3 nice bunker silos. Obviously there is no triggers coming up, nice big shed storage space there. So if we quickly add in some money, it won't take a lot because it's quite cheap, a lot cheaper than 19's version. So if we click on that, you can own the BGA for 117,580. So if we buy that, the icons now appear, and we also get the BGA come up like that. So quite a reasonably cheap BGA there. I think on Felsbrunn, I'm sure, wasn't it like $1 million or something ridiculous like that? I can't even remember if I ended up owning it, to be honest with you. Extortionate price. Anyway, moving on down, just to our left, we sort of run in with the train tracks there. Where that car is, there's another rent-a-train point. There's a few of them on the map. And then just up in here, we have our second railroad silo. So the road access is here with that pipe. And if we check around the back, oh, just there, that was bad timing, is the train access. Nearly got a train in my face then, didn't I? And then moving on down, we come to the horse paddock. Just here. So like I say, we don't own this land, but we can use it. This will hold 14 horses. Got gates there if you want to take them for a ride. We can open these. Your feed and straw trigger is just going to be there. There's a little bit of storage shed on the end, which is nice. From there, I am going to be a little bit naughty. Instead of going all the way round and then back on ourselves, I'm going to quickly drive across the train track. Don't do this at home, kids. And then up this hill, because we've got the animal dealer and a bell sale point, which again is in exactly the same spot. So for the animal dealer itself, trigger is just here. And then up the far end, minus the shed from 19, we've got our bell sale point. All well and good. Then we'll head down this way. Yeah, if I'd have followed the road round, we'd have had to come up here and then come back again. I know it's not a million miles away, but I'm just trying to do things a little bit more efficient. Now, there was a sale point up the top here on 19 when you could come down here, so I will go up here just to show you. It's not in this spot, it was roughly around here I think, but there is one just down here which is there. Some of them are labelled up on the building, so this is Tobler, that's that sale point. And then just across the road from us, this is our tailor shop for producing your clothes. And then just here we've got our bakery. Excuse the dodgy camera angles, but that is our bakery. I'll quickly show you where we've been on the map, and then that gives me a chance to look myself. So we started off at the main farm, we went down to the shop, back on ourselves, all the way up here and round like that. That was the first railroad silo, then that production building, gas station, fuel station, oil mill, sugar mill, that sale point, BGA, down here, the other railroad silo, horses I cut across there to the animal dealer. I mean, we could have done that, but I'm just trying to save a little bit of time. We went up that little track and did that sale point, the tailor shop. We're now at the bakery, so we'll carry on. There is another rent-a-train point just there, which is to our left as we go past it. Then we'll work our way along like that. So we are getting round it pretty good actually. So yeah, just on the left there, if you go up, there's another rent-a-train point. And then on the right hand side you can just about see the trigger. That is the supermarket sale point, so a little bit tight there to get through there, or to back up in there, especially if there's traffic hounding you. I'll quickly jump out because we've got another fuel station just there, and then across the road we've got this. This is called Casseray Felsbrunn. Now this is a dairy, but this one you put milk in and it will give you butter and cheese out. This does have double the cycles per month than the standard dairy. There is another dairy here, so it's got double the production rate than that one, but it will only do butter and cheese, whereas the other one will do chocolate as well. So it's all your tip in, and that's where your pallets will spawn. And then out of there, just here in there, that's our spinnery. And if we go here, I'm not sure I'm supposed to drive through here, but I'm going to, and we'll stop and jump out. This is the building, I think this is from Erlengrat, isn't it? This is the chocolate factory, which is Lichtai Chocolatier. So this is where you can produce chocolate, which is very cool. And then out of there, straight in front of us, this is Hotel, which is a sale point, just there. And it has actually been done to look like a hotel, which is nice. It has actually got a name as well. There we go, Hotel Central. Pretty smart. I think it's been done very well, this map. Like I say, it brings back a lot of memories. Right, on the left, not the left, the right even. Can't get my left and rights right. This is the dairy, so this is the base game one. Like so. And then heading on out of there, we've got this port area, which again gave me instant flashbacks. I think it will for a lot of people, to be fair. So the sale point is just here, and this is port. So this is technically port 1. Doesn't say port 1, but it is just port, because obviously port 2 we've already seen. I'm going to stop waffling. Now this one is grain mill. I got a little bit confused with this one to start with. The reason being is the spanner or the wrench. If I come up to that now and click on it, it doesn't do anything, and I can't visibly see any points or places where the pallets would spawn. So I think this is just purely a sell point. So we are now here, but it does show as a production on the icon there on the map. There is another grain mill up the top there, that is production. So I think this is purely a sell point. I just think the icon's wrong there. So something to point out there, guys. And then moving around this side, we've got a lime buy station there. We can get your lime from, obviously. And this is the cereal factory just there. And if we head out this way and turn right, nice little water feature. I'm going to stop there, and I'll jump out and we'll run through here. So another rent-a-train point just there, and this is the other, this is the farm production plaster. So again, that will do exactly the same as the other one. And then just there, as you can see, that is another sell point, and that is Agri LBs. That's like another sort of main sell point. Let's just jump across to the pickup again, just for quickness. Just in front of us, this is a nice area. It's obviously some sort of construction going on. Got traffic lights. There's our debris crusher for selling your stones. So there's obviously some work going on here. They've got a few stones there. And then we head on up this way. There is a new track that has been added in. I do not remember this on the original version. Just here, I would take that track, but it kind of puts us out slightly, but it leads up there. You will see it again, the top bit, in a minute when we go past, but I'm just trying to save us sort of coming back on ourselves too much. Oh, I've missed that, haven't I? So just here, this little one here, that's another fuel point. So a bit smaller, that one. Oh, what have I hit there? I don't know what I hit there. Something there. Oh, there's a sign. I've hit that. Here we go. This is the grain mill. So as you can see, that has got a place there for your pallets of flour to appear. So that's our grain mill. And that is where that track comes out. I know we could have probably taken it, but there isn't really anything special to see along there. It just runs along the sort of river. And then we'll go up this long and windy road. You get some cool views up here though, I must admit. Look at that. Just about to see our farm down there, the farmhouse. One thing I didn't say, I think on the original version that was a hotel up there, or restaurant. That is now the castle, which is from Oakbella on. So the castle is up the top there. No sale point or anything like that. Yes, I can remember struggling to get up this hill and tractor trailer with a full load of logs to come to the sale point. It was a bit of an effort. Obviously if we went off left, that would eventually take us to the sort of railroad silo, the first one we came across. This is our sawmill, so you've got your wood chip out point there. Obviously sell your wood there, you can buy it as a production, and that's where your planks will appear. And that's quite cool, that. There's one last thing to see, and this is the sort of dead end bit that I spoke about at the start. And this is the great processing unit. I'll stop there, I'll quickly show you on the map again. There you go. Great processing unit. So where did we sort of get to? We were about here, weren't we? I think tailor shop, we did that. We come across, can't remember which ones are which now. I think that was the supermarket, wasn't it? That was the dairy, the modded in one. Chocolate place. No, that's the chocolate place. Hotel. Yeah, dairy. This port area, I'm not going to go through all of them again. Up here, went all the way up here. That's that new track, but we went this way, did the fuel station, grain mill, and then all the way up this windy track, sawmill, and then we finished off here. And that is the grape processing unit. And that is it, guys. That is Felsbrunn 22. Hopefully some of you will be chuffed to bits that the Felsbrunn is on here. Hope you have all enjoyed the map tour as well. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and you liked this video and you're interested in seeing future content like this, please hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.